Hi everyone, I'm Caitlin. I'm going to talk a little bit about myself and about the course. So, my full name is Caitlin Talley. I'm living in Victoria, BC, but I'm originally from Edmonton, Alberta. I am the youngest of two children. I have one older sister who's almost a decade older than me, so I'm the baby. Formerly an ESL teacher, and then moved to being a homestay coordinator in an English as a second language school. So that was sort of HR type work where I would be screening, recruiting, interviewing, and orienting homestay families to have them host international students in their homes. So after this, I would inevitably have to handle the cross-cultural conflict that would occur between homestay families and international students, or students and teachers, or homestay families in the school. So I found that effective maintenance of conflict was essential to the school. So the students extended, and a good reputation of the homestay program brought students from all over the world. I'm currently working as an HR manager for TEDx Victoria, which is an all-volunteer organization, and managing all the HR duties and conflict within that organization. So I'm very interested in organizational conflict, which is lucky because that's what I'm studying. It's not a new idea, but I've come to truly recognize the power of conflict, and really appreciate it. Constructive analysis and management of conflict produces significant growth within an organization, and can have huge benefits. Of course, there's the flip side, that ineffective or destructive management of conflict can be really destructive on an organization. Looking at it through an interpersonal lens, I found that a lot of people don't want to deal with conflict. So if you can step in as a third party, or are asked to step in as a third party, and handle it effectively, people are more appreciative and receptive towards the process. Whereas maybe handling it by themselves, they would be resistant, or not as willing or open to look at their own actions or behavior and creating solutions. Personal strengths. I would say that I'm good with people. Uh, I have a genuine interest in others, so as Adam Kane would say, it allows me to listen and speak openly and reflectively, and then foster that in others. So I'm good at finding common grounds and being the bridge between parties. I really enjoy that role. I'm able to look introspectively, so at myself and my own behavior and my own actions, and receive feedback from classmates or instructors or anyone without being hurt, because I value the learning that comes from that. I'm quite curious about intra and interpersonal motivation, and how varying management styles can shape that motivation and the organization in a positive or negative way. I've been particularly struck by the concept of emotional intelligence, and its place within conflict. I'm also curious about the practicality of organizational conflict intervention. So, the majority of my experience in analyzing and managing conflict would be intra or interpersonal conflict. So I've had to facilitate multi-party disputes, and often with using a cross-cultural lens. So whether it's international students and homestay families, or international students and teachers, having to manage and facilitate those conflicts uh, can be quite messy, but quite fun. So what do? I listen, I hear every side, and make sure that people feel heard, because I feel like that is the biggest thing that you can do in a conflict is listen. Often people will just need to be heard. From there, I try to find a common storyline, working from there to find solutions or a compromise, whatever the situation dictates. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited to be in a classroom environment again, to be um, physically surrounded in in a learning environment. Though distance learning has its pros, it's for me it's become two dimensional. So I'm ready to interact and have discussions and be with my cohort again. I learn so much from everyone. To listen to lectures and just really absorb everything. I'm also eager for practical applications in organizational conflict intervention. So I feel like we've gotten a good theoretical base for that, but I would like to visit some of the practical applications for conflict intervention in organizational settings. Thank you.